Hello, everybody. Hey, everyone. It is the Dapper Charizard here, and I think I'm gonna show you guys my personal favorite, my personal favorite firearms to use in PUBG. At least in PUBG Mobile. I mean, a lot of the guns that are in console and PC we don't have yet. So we don't have the mutant. We do not have the barrel or Beryl or whatever. And somebody's already trying to nade troll. Wonderful. Anyway, though, starting things off, we're gonna come over to the 7.6. Actually, no. We'll save this one for last. We're gonna be starting off with the best weapon in the game, everybody. The VSS Ventarez. Just kidding, it's not the best weapon in the game. I mean, if you're going for, like, fucking literal suppressing fire, then yeah, sure, it's the best weapon in the game. Anyway, though, in real world terms, the VSS Ventarez is actually accurate in the game. And I'm not saying that the game is the real life version is based off of the game. No. That's very wrong. Very wrong. No. But anyway, though, the VSS Ventarez in real life is chambered for the 9x35mm subsonic cartridge and is used in Special Forces operations and is also used by Special Forces troops such as the Spetsnaz. As far as I know, at least I don't know about people who use this weapon. But in PUBG, I want to say that it is probably the least coveted weapon. Actually, for some time, it used to be in crates. And everyone was saying, oh, remove it. It's so bad. And, well, Bluehole did remove it. And then put it into traditional loot pools as a common spawn. As far as I know. I do not know things. But, anyway, though, this gun is integrally, can't pronounce, integrally, there we go, integrally suppressed. So, yeah, you hear that? Listen to that. It's pretty much completely silent. But the problem is, the bullets travel faster than the speed of sound. So, it's gonna be a little harder to really get kills, but it has two fire modes, semi-auto and fully auto. Now, because it is chambered in such a low-powered round, this gun is really good for hip firing when on full auto. So long as you're not running. But in the scope, however, still pretty decent. I personally like to run it on a semi-automatic when I can. Just drop that there and grab my second favorite gun, being the Micro Uzi. This gun, let me tell you something. It will tear through level 3 armor, which kind of puts level 3 armor to shame. It's like you get level 3 armor right out of the box, and you're just so pumped, thinking, oh yeah, I'm invincible now. Then some fucker wanders along with a Micro Uzi and sprays you up. And it's like, what the hell? Why didn't my armor protect me? I'm about to show you why, and you're probably also wondering why there's a stock and a compensator on it. Well, to get an idea, let me just take those two attachments off. Blistering rate of fire. Put a compensator and the stock on, and even aimed on sights. Very little recoil. Now, what I will always love about this gun is just that, its rate of fire. Because, I mean, look at this. Look at that. That is a very quick ROF. We're just going to go ahead and finish off the mag here. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not, because I'm going to grab my favorite handgun. Yeah, you heard me. I have a favorite handgun. And yeah, it is the G18. Whereas in this game, it is known as the P18C. Whereas in real life, and as a lot of people know, it was also in many first-person shooters. Don't know why I spaced all that out, but yeah, it was in a lot of first-person shooters, most notably being Call of Duty. The Modern Warfare series, in fact, held this wonderful, wonderful machine pistol. Now you're probably thinking, oh, but why is it called a machine pistol? That's why. Because it has a full auto fire mode. Now, full auto is the default rate of fire in this game. You cannot change it. So you want it to be semi-auto, you're just going to have to tap that fire button. I mean, yeah, it's a lot more accurate like that, but that's just more fun. Now that's just aiming down the sights. That's just generic hip fire. Yeah, because of its high firing rate, its recoil goes everywhere. Now, sticking with our pistol theme, we're going to grab one more pistol. And it's the 1911. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, but why aren't you taking the R45? It's got more power. Well, here's the thing. As much as I like revolvers, and I do kind of like the revolver, and I'm not talking about the R45, I generally prefer semi-auto because it allows me to do this. Whereas the, Lord, this side, the R45, the R45 does not allow me to spam the trigger. I mean, yeah, with, like, the problem with pistols is that they're not as forgiving as revolvers. That was just me spamming the trigger, don't worry, this is not full auto. The problem with revolvers is their slow fire rate. That's just me, though. Sticking with the theme of 45 caliber weaponry, though, we're going to move on to my second favorite SMG. I'm just kidding, it's not the Vector. It's the Tommy. The M1 Thompson SMG, also known as the Annihilator in World War I, is literally a bullet hose. Now, I'll just rip off the remainder of these rounds. Now, without attachments, without mag attachments, I should say, this is what it looks like. I hate people. Anyway, though, without mag attachments, this is the gun. It's just bland and tasteless. Anyway. You missed me. With the mag attachment, you need a drum mag. Really hate people. Anyway, though, let me just... Now, how much grenades does this guy have? Wait for it. There it is. Anyway. See? When will people learn? This Just laugh at his failures. Just rub it in just to know how bad of a player he is. Anyway, moving on. The Tommy can only run 3 attachments. And while they're decent enough for a gun in its class, it kind of pisses me off a little. Because in this, it can't hold a compensator. The only barrel attachment it can hold is the suppressor. That's all it can hold. For a while, it was in crates, and instead of a 50-round drum, it had a 100-round drum, effectively making it a 45 caliber submachine, a 45 caliber light machine gun. Yeah. It's got a very nice rate of fire. It's got a very quick reload speed, but that's only because I have a quick draw extended on it. And if you actually noticed a bit, if you look right between the sights and whatnot, that is the bolt. That's the weapon's bolt, which flies back and chambers the next bolt. It's if I remember correctly, it is a reciprocating bolt. It's been a while since I've actually read about it, but moving on to the 5.56 weaponry. Before you ask, no, I don't really have that much of a favorite shotgun, but if I did, it'd be the S12. But now on to the 5.56, the real meat and potatoes of PUBG. Starting off, I suppose we'll start out with the AUG A3. Now, this is that's the M16, which is not what I want. Now, this is a full auto weapon, but it is only found in crates. Would you look at this fool? I will wave to you as a gesture of goodwill. He waved back. Yes, good sir, I applaud you. Ow, hurt my hand. Anyway, anyway, 5.56 weapon, and it can only be found in crates. That's it. That's an extended mag. I don't want that. I want the quick draw. No, but this... I don't have anything bad to say about it, but I don't have anything good to say about it either. While it is a pretty decent gun for general combat, it's found in crates. And as we all know, it's actually quite hard to actually get a crate unless if you can get a flare gun. Which, if you can, good for you. That's amazing, and I applaud you for it, good sir. I'm just going to go ahead and drop this, because I have nothing else to say for the rest of the 5.56 weapons. They're good in their own respect, but the AUG will, hands down, always be my favorite. Now, I do have a little bit of a story to tell, in a way. Before moving on to the 7.62s, my buddy and I were playing a game once, and we kind of came under a little bit of fire, in a way, but we had guys that were AUG sniping, like guys on the enemy team, they were AUG sniping, or not AUG sniping, they were just camping in some houses, and we shocked up in one. They knocked out my buddy, and while I was reviving him, I had to res him. Like, that's what you should always do. 4, 5, that should do it. Anyway, though, yeah, I did it. Anyway, so they downed my buddy, and while I'm picking him up, I hear just step outside, and the next fucking thing that I see is I see a head pop up from the staircase So I whip out my M4 and I kill him. They killed my buddy in the process. But what does this idiot want? Everyone be quiet. No, but anyway. Dude comes up, tries spraying me up with the AUG, and killed him. Buddy died. So I take his AUG, and I just royally fucked up the other guy. Alright? So he dies. I get flack from my friend saying, "Oh, why the fuck did you let me die? I could have helped you." And yeah, he could have. But I was kind of in the heat. Like, it was the heat of the moment. Alright, so John, if you're watching this right now, then forever know that I am definitely sorry about that moment. I have a feeling he's gonna leave a comment saying, "Oh, well, you still shouldn't have let me die," and blah 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 blah. I mean, because that's what I'd do if he wasn't. If I were in his position, I would have scolded him too. But I take this dude's AUG. I take John's. I take his AUG, or a 4X that he was holding, and I fucking killed the last fucking guys with the with an AUG that had a 4X on it. But anyway, though, yeah, no. Story time is over. Now on to my favorite 7.62 assault rifle, being the AKM. Now, this is used by damn near everyone I can fucking think of. Everyone that I have played with, they have always grabbed the AK, and that's understandable why they would. It's a really good weapon. That's not to say it doesn't have its flaws. While it is a good weapon in its own respect, it's finicky. It's got decent-ish recoil. I mean, like, watch, alright? I mean, I have a compensator. Well, range time's gonna end in 5 minutes. If it does, by the time I'm not done yet, then I will get into another range. But anyway, this gun is like its counterpart in real life. It's definitely worthwhile. It's fun to use. While the ammo is a little rare and the recoil is unwieldy, it's definitely a very capable gun. Now moving into the final 3, we're going to drop things off with the Groza, the OTS-14 Groza in real life, chambered in 7.62 by 39mm, like the majority of the guns on this on the last of this list. Ugh, this is a very, 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 very unwieldy rifle. That's me controlling the recoil with my finger on it. This is me without controlling the recoil. That is some insane muzzle climb. It has an integrated foregrip that does kind of hamper the recoil a bit, but not by a whole lot. And it can only take an AR suppressor, which is kind of annoying, but also kind of useful at the same time. Now then, our next weapon is going to be an unlikely one, the crossbow. Having only one attachment, being the quiver, this thing can and will dish out pain, holding up to a 6x scope. While an uncommon sight in the battlegrounds, one shot is all it takes. One shot to the body, depending on health, will practically destroy your vest, or, depending on the vest you're wearing, will kill you in one shot. Headshot, damn near regardless of armor, will kill. So you need to time your shots, and save your ammo accordingly. Because if you miss that shot and don't have a quiver, it's going to be really hard lining that shot up again. Now, what I find fun about the crossbow is that since it can hold up to a 6x, you can get some good range on it. But that's also its Achilles heel, is range. It has a faster drop. It has the fastest drop, in fact. Now moving on to the very last weapon. The all-powerful, ever-loving, mother humper of a gun. The sound-off shotgun. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually the DP-28. And I am serious about that. I do love the DP-28. Used by our Lord and Savior, Tachanka. It is a very, very powerful machine gun, capable of doing this. It's capable of laying down a very heavy rate of fire. Now, also known as the dinner plate, because of the type of mag it uses, it looks like a dinner plate. This gun is... It is... Now, I would like to point out some honorable mentions, one of them being the Winchester, which is good, I guess. That was a pistol. But yeah. Anyway, though, I think I'm gonna wrap up this range and do a little game. It's gonna be an arcade game, so it's not going to be like incredibly long. So I'll see what's available and try to shoot for the moon. Okay. So we're a sniper. Okay, so it will be quick match and sniper training on solos. Lord. Hopefully I actually get into a match. And if I do get into a match, I'm only going to be doing one. So... my throat was getting dry. And I don't like it when that happens. It's not fun. Getting that starting game adrenaline rush. Oh, it's all weapons. I am not going to survive very long. Alright. Here we go. Normally, in this sort of a situation, I would say just go for the smallest settlement, but that's really hard to do in this game mode. Because you've got a ton of lag to contend with, and you got a ton of players to contend with. So honestly, I'm good with whatever I get. Center on meltdown, wow. This game mode makes me very, very nervous. So much fucking gunfire. As far as I know, nobody saw me. So, all I really need to do is just be careful. Good Lord, this video is almost a half an hour long. Balls. Ah, damn it. How the hell did he know I was in there? That's all I want to know, is how did he know that I was in there? Stealing my outfit? That's not nice. Now watch, he's gonna go in and just camp. Whatever. I made it to 4th, which is decent. I'd probably have done much better if I had actually, you know, pulled the trigger. But the problem is the problem with this game is that there's a whole lot of shot lag and it sucks. Like, it actually fucking sucks. It's open. I don't really care. Whatever. Anyway, I think I'm going to end that one. Have a happy day. Have a happy afternoon. Have a happy night, whichever time zone you're in. Bye-bye.